Hey guys, back on the 55 Chevy pickup door. In the last video I cut this hinge bracket out here, and I started thinking about, because of the fact that this inner door panel and it looks like the door skin is going to have to be replaced too, because it's pretty rough down in here. I don't know yet if I'll have to replace that, but when I get it back together, this is the new piece here. So I decided to go ahead and weld this back in place. I'll put it back in there, weld it in place, and this bracket here is fixed. I wanted to be able to fix it to a part of the door that I wasn't going to be taking apart. So I've got this piece of flat bar here drilled out to line up with the holes, and it'll line up with the new one. One other one right here too, so I'm going to weld it across there. So once that's all fixed where it'll go right back, then I think once I replace everything, I'll have a spot for the bracket, so the hinge should be in the original place. Well, I'm going to set up and get these ones here. They don't. So that's another reason why I want to get that hinge bracket in the proper position, because it's automatically going to be off a little bit, I think, because of this being flat here. So we'll just have to see where it all turns out. But anyways, back to the welder. I picked up this little 135. Heard a lot of good about this Eastwood machine. It runs on just 110, and so far I've done a couple little tacks with it. I basically just never even MIG welded ever. Put that on there and gave it a couple little tacks and worked out really good. But I did have one problem with the machine, and that is, got it all hooked up, hooked the gas up, and the regulator that came with the machine was this guy right here. And turned the gas on and pulled the trigger to set my gas flow, and nothing. It did read the pressure in the tank over here, but nothing for the gas flow. So I took off the regulator off of my TIG welder and put it in, and no problem at all. And so, yeah. Okay. I'm going to trim a little of this wire off. And this Eastwood machine, it gives you there's a chart on the door. When it's flipped up, it gives you the wire speed and the amount of amps you run on the whatever thickness your metal is. So all right, we're gonna give this a little tack. Not too bad. I don't know. Got to get the hang of it a little bit. That gap was a little wide there. I don't want to get this tacked in too much because I want to get it off of here easy. I just want to get this brace in here. Yeah, good little machine, as far as I can tell. Looks pretty close to where it was when I first pulled it out right there. This might have been up just a little bit. I might try to put one right there. Yeah, it's pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is bring it back, and we'll do a little bit of the welding. Okay guys, I got the piece of 1/8 inch. It's gonna kind of be my temporary hinge. I actually bolted back in the actual hinge and then took a measurement that I had before between the distance of the upper and lower, so it all lined up right. So now I'm gonna put this brace piece in right here. This one's gonna set it on there, and then I'm gonna weld this in place right here, and then I'll take it off and, you know, weld her up a little bit better. Yeah, it's not too bad. Well, all right, I think that's tacked in good enough. Now I'll take that apart and weld her up a little better and bring you guys back, look at it when I'm done here. Okay guys, I got the brace all off. I'm going to give it a little bit more here. Make a couple passes that I can actually get to. All right, well, I don't know how well you can see that, but you know, it's not the greatest, but I've just started MIGging the first time tonight, And you know, I think I got some pretty good penetration there. This will hold together anyways, and then I'll practice, but yeah, that's plenty strong for what I need. So all right guys, well, that's it for this one. I'm gonna next time around I'm gonna start cutting out the door and replacing. I got this guy right here that's gonna go in there, and hopefully everything will line up. All right, thanks for watching. Please comment.